All right, the last gear system that we are going to take a look at this week is called the worm and wheel. Okay. Again, lack of having the parts I need at home here to build. I've got a picture of an actual Vex Robotics kit system, and then I've got an animation in here that we can take a look at. Okay, so we'll take a look at the animation. Within this one, the wheel is going to be our silver or gray piece, and the worm is the green piece on the bottom. Okay, taking a look again here in the actual photo, we have our wheel and then our worm. Okay, our first piece of information you see along the left tells us that it is not a reversible system. In each of our systems before this, we have been able to change our input. Okay, so there is a shaft that's going through right here where I'm tracing with my arrow, right through that wheel. Okay, we can see where we've got, I put a crank on here where we would be able to turn this worm. Okay, that crank could not be put on the back of that shaft because if we tried to spin the wheel, it wouldn't actually move. Okay, so in this system, there's only one source of input, and our only source of input is going to be the worm. Okay. Also, take note, our second piece of information, it tells us it's the slowest gear system possible. Okay, so we can see in the animation that we have the worm spinning, and it's spinning pretty quick. But if you look at the output speed of this wheel, it's moving incredibly slow. And that would happen no matter what size wheel we put on top. It would still have an incredibly slow output on this. Okay. Had we used this within the classroom, I would have suggested it for when you were building your windmill. We could easily stack more gears above our current wheel and build them up as high as we wanted. And we could have done this, put at the very top gear, put our windmill blades, and then we use our crank here to turn the worm, get it slowly moving, and it would have been great to have the blades of a windmill moving nice and slow. Okay. When building this system, one of the most important things that you want to make sure is that your wheel is all the way out over the worm. We want to make sure those are interlocked perfectly so that wheel can't be offset. It couldn't be off to the side because we wouldn't want it rubbing against one of our bearing flats or over one of our spacers. We want it perfectly threaded right directly above our worm.